Hey guys, how you all doing today, and welcome back for yet again another episode of Buildz School. So today this is the very first project that we have lined up. It's a pretty unique looking property that we've got right here. It's kind of open plan, and as you can see, it's done some nice custom landscaping. Now this built a brand new texture pack, BCS V2, and it's given us a lot of cool details and a lot of cool things that we can now do with our projects. And just check out these solar panels, absolutely freaking amazing. I've never seen that done before. I think this may also be an eco home, potentially. I mean, you've got the solar panels, you've got this pump looking thing, maybe it converts the river water into drinking water. We've also got these water collectors for when it rains, so I'm going with a kind of eco house kind of vibe with this. I reckon that's what this is about. But anyway guys, as you can see, we've kind of toured the outside. Let's get straight into things. So let's get on the inside. Taking it, the entrance is this way. So you've just got this like nice little stand here, and then you've got a couple shoes and like a coat hanger or a hat hanger. It's very, very open plan. As I've mentioned before, this build is unbelievably open. And a good thing about having a house like this is you don't need much glowstone, you know, you don't need to put many end rods down because of the level of natural lighting. So this is also quite simplistic, this property. I've also noticed it's very, very simple. You don't have much furniture, but the furniture you do have here does work and does flow quite nicely. I also really like this hanging seat design. I've never seen that before with well, maybe I have, but we've done a few changes to the pack so things look a little bit different. And I also love these skylights you've done right here with the rails. That looks great. Let's get straight into the kitchen now. Yo, check out this. So this is like a legitimate kind of lighting design. I mean, it doesn't actually produce any light, you gotta remember that, but because, like I said, of the level of natural lighting coming through these windows, you know, it doesn't really matter. That's actually a really sick feature. And we've got this pretty sleek looking table, and then it flows nicely into the kitchen. The layout works really well for this house. I like how he's included the majority of the rooms through the middle stretch of the house, and then he's got these nice kind of hallways that just run either side. You know, every room is very accessible, it's very easy to get to, and everything just flows quite well. This is quite nice. He's got some kind of structural kind of supports right there, as you can see. You've got a little kitchen here. It's quite simple. I like this tab design as well. I'm pretty sure it's been done before, but you know, it looks pretty cool. Then through here we've got a office, like a little office here, a couple of like little pull-out stools. And this is the bedroom. Check this out. This is pretty crazy. So I'm wondering what this is. This might be like a pull-out bed, like a futon or something. I guess if you have someone staying over. And then you have this elevated bed design. Never seen that done before either, so that's pretty cool. Looks like you've also got a little place here where you know, you can do some artwork. This looks a bit sketchy. And then you've also got, like, you know, a couple sitting chairs. And the scenery really does look quite nice around here, I've got to say. He's done a nice job of, you know, kind of like putting down some plants and doing a little bit of landscaping. It's all quite nice. So as we get in here, this is the bathroom, of course. I also love this little detail here. That works so well, because of course we changed our sponge block to this new kind of wooden block, and they flow really well with one of our doors, as you can see. And just check out that. That is such a smart little feature, you know, just to let in a little bit more natural lighting. And then of course we have our shower here, a little seat, and we have a sink. And I really like how people use the rails, of course, to, you know, make a more realistic sink design. That's pretty cool. So let's get down to the very bottom now. We can check out the basement. Let's get down here. Yo, this is pretty cool. So once again, you know, I gotta say, this guy, let's find out who this guy is. So we haven't even found out who's built this thing yet. So sometimes corporate tech takes a little bit of time to actually pick up. Okay, so this looks like it's been made by Josh_4564. So this was made by Josh. And I don't think I've seen Josh on the server before. Or I haven't noticed him because I haven't really come across many of his projects. I think this is the first project that I've seen from Josh, and this is really nice. I gotta say, admittedly for me, the exterior of the house is a little bit plain and boring, but I've got to say your interior layout is fantastic, man. Like I said, how everything flows so well, how it's so accessible. I really do enjoy your layout, and I appreciate the fact that you're trying to be inventive with some of your interior designs. I think that's pretty cool. Sorry about that, guys, if you just heard my phone. People always seem to text me whenever I'm recording. But I also like this feature, how you can come behind the staircase here and just see the staircase. I mean, rails, just an absolute game changer for the Minecraft modern community, the amount of amazing stuff we can do. I also really like the fact that you've focused this as an eco-friendly house. You know, you got biofuel over here, you got toilet waste. Oh right, so the toilet waste is actually used to, wow, kind of like make electricity, I'm guessing. Maybe it heats your water. It turns on your lights when it's like boiled. That's freaking crazy. I like that idea. That's pretty inventive. So, you know, I like the eco element. The layout of this house is very inventive. Through here we've got like another maintenance type room. Cider press. Okay, so maybe this is like a little kind of, I would say like a winery kind of room, but it's like, it's for making like fresh cider. So that's interesting as well. I haven't seen that done before in any of the houses on the server. So we've got a nice little bedroom through here. This is actually beautiful how this is laid out. So we've got like a little kind of workstation, nice little bed design, and then you've got this little kind of open area down here where you can just kind of chill, you know. It's like an enclosed kind of patio almost area. That's really cool. And you got the BCS banner right there supporting BCS. That's sick. Got a barbecue design, another little sleek bedroom, very, very nice. And then right through it looks like we have a toilet over here. I gotta say, this is actually a really, really cool toilet design. It's very sleek and looks pretty sexy. I'm liking that. So through here, what do we have? Is this like a fish tank or something like that? It kind of looks like a clothes rack. I'm guessing this is like a little fish tank actually. You know, that's pretty interesting as well. Then we have the Washer Pro 2.0. Check that out. I gotta say, dude, this is the coolest washing machine I've ever seen in Minecraft. You know, you've definitely achieved making the coolest washing machine there, that is. But I hope you all enjoyed it. You know, it's a pretty cool house. It's got some interesting ideas, and I gotta say, Josh, fantastic job. If anyone else did collab on this, please do put your comment down below, and you know, guys, make sure you check the comments, and let's get into the next project. Hey guys, so welcome to the second project today on Buildz School. Now this is built by a guy called Gang Azzy. He's also known as King Azzy on the server, and this is a pretty interesting little concept that we've got right here. So let's just take a little fly around it. So it's kind of giving me that sort of barn vibe, you know, it's kind of following that sort of style. I also really like the kind of, what would I call it? The kind of palette that he's come up with all the plants and bushes around the house. It's pretty unique. I like how he's also used soul sand to look like a slightly darker dirt. He's also mixed that in with another two types of dirt. And he's also included some wood, you know. You've got a really nice kind of like exterior, I don't know what to call it, exterior sort of like landscaping palette, I guess I could say. The trees are also quite nice. Personally, I would have given it like a different range of trees. I would have maybe had about 3 or 4 and carefully positioned them all over the project just to give it a little bit more variety and make it look a little bit interesting. And it also looks like we have a sort of like little river on the side here. So the idea of this house is, you know, it's a nice barn house, I guess, in a rural type area, and you've got like a nice little, maybe like a nice little kind of walkway or small boat dock that backs onto either the sea or probably like a river. So that's the concept that I think he's going for. So let's get straight inside this project. So he's even designed his own little car here. It's a pretty small one. I guess it's a car for a midget. Let's get inside and check this thing out. Okay, so we've got like one sort of big room inside here, and it seems like we've got the kitchen inside here. This is quite a nice design. I really, I don't know if this is a fridge or not. I'm guessing it's a fridge, but that is actually such a cool but simple fridge design. As you can see, he's used doors here. He's used snow slates as well to sort of level that out. And then we've got this nice sort of sleek worktop. You've got the you've got the range hood here. That's actually a really cool design. I've just noticed something as well. The middle pressure plate is actually elevated, but the other ones are pressed down. That's also really nice attention to detail. And this tab design, dude, you've come up with the most crazy tab design I've ever seen on the server. But you know what? It works, and that's pretty crazy. So let's get in here. Turns out we have more than one room. So we have a little bathroom in here. Also, it's a different approach to actually use a tab, but you know what? It works. I've never seen someone do that before. It looks like we have a few little skylights here and there as well, just to add, you know, a little bit more natural lighting. We then drop down to this elevation. It looks like we have a chilling area. Not the most comfortable seats in the world, but they do indeed look cool. So this is sort of like your lounge. This is your chilling area. So you can have a TV here, like a little coffee table, a footstool, you know, some sofas. And then you've just got, you know, a nice little stand here, which could be for CDs or, you know, even books. So, you know, quite a cool, like, little first section of the house, I guess I could say. And let's walk across this walkway here and get into the second section. I really do like how this house is divided and you've got the two different sections right here. I think that's pretty cool how it breaks it up. So you've got like a nice little chair out here just for chilling. Then in the back, I'm going to go through the back actually. Looks like we've got a second, so sort of like small lounge slash sitting area where you can just enjoy the landscape, really take it in. And you've got a nice little modern fireplace out here, I guess, you know, in them winter times or maybe in the evenings, just to keep you a little bit warmer. I like how these get quite cold when the temperatures do drop. This is also quite interesting. I've never seen someone do this before. It looks like where he's got this sort of like wooden shutters like sliding off the actual base of the property, he used upside down levers and end rods to actually support them. So that's also quite an interesting idea, dude. I like how you're thinking of these, you know, interesting like unique little details. We've then got a small bedroom in here, once again, with a really cool like looking light design. That's like something that you'd find in IKEA or something. That's really cool. Super compact, but the bedroom does work. Looks like we got a second bedroom here, and once again, absolutely sick light design, dude. That is really, really cool. So let's get into the middle section of the second structure and see what's through here. So we've got another bedroom through here, a little kind of chilling area, and some books up there it seems. So, you know, very, very simple, but it is quite interesting. I definitely haven't seen like a huge range of builds like this on the server, and I appreciate he's trying to do something a little bit different. We've got like a little storage area here. I guess this is going to be for like your sort of bathroom utilities. You've then got a little, toilet right here and a sink. And then we've got another sort of interesting bathroom design. Another interesting sort of shower design. And once again, he's using the end rods. He's a massive fan of this. Using the end rod as a sort of shower head right there. That actually works really well. Check that out. You know, I see a lot of people do a lot of things with levers and end rods on the server, but this guy's definitely taken a different approach and he's made it work in a lot of cases. So through here we have what looks like to be the final bedroom, but as well as it being a bedroom, it's also got a nice little office desk here and, you know, a chair to sort of chill on. And this light design, that is really, really inventive. Never seen anything like that. So, you know, Azzy, I gotta say, dude, I really respect that you're trying to be original here and you're trying to come up with your own little details here and there, you know, that you're making fresh yourself. It's really cool to see, because of course with these new rails and all of these cool new textures that I put into the texture pack with Shiv, there's so many new possibilities for things that we can do. So fantastic job, Azzy. Then it looks like, yo, look at that, you see what I mean? People on the server will see what I mean. I mean, tons of people on the server come up with all these cool, interesting little designs for like taps and shower heads, but I've never seen anything like this done before, and that's really, really creative. So, you know, well done for coming up with some new designs that no one's done before. I'm being violently attacked by a door here. Let's get out of the way of that guy. So that's been the house. That's number 2 by King Azzy, or Gang Azzy as he's known on the server. Let's get into the third and final project in the plot world. Hey guys, how you all doing? So we are on towns now, as you can probably tell, and I usually do 3 projects on plot world, 2 on towns, but recently the people on towns have absolutely been kicking ass, and there are so many sick projects on towns, I wanted to do free on here instead of free on Plot World. And today we have one of the absolutely freaking sick projects I was just mentioning about. So let's get straight into things. So this project was in fact built by Tice and Gang Azzy. So what I really like about this house is not only is it really original, but it's actually just so unique. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. It's really interesting. I mean, I love all the details that he's done, like these random sort of like support walls in the middle, the cutouts in them, the fact that the majority of this house is made of a texture mix between stone and diorite. But he's got like, he's almost like given his house hair. Like he's given his house some kind of like birch hair, and I don't know, I just